Hello there. I just want to tell you about something that I'm really excited for this weekend. A couple of videos that I'm working on right now, and then kind of get your ideas about a new direction for Break the Twitch.
Break the Twitch.
Friday morning, I'm heading to Omaha, Nebraska. It'll be the first time I've ever been there, and I'm going for a particularly special reason. I was invited to go with some new friends to Omaha to the Berkshire Hathaway annual shareholder meeting. It should be incredibly interesting as I've been following Warren Buffett for my whole adult life, and I've been very interested in him. He's the world's second richest person, but he's also a minimalist or a simple living enthusiast. I've always found it very interesting that he has so much money and so much wealth, but he doesn't really display it in ways that most people with that kind of wealth do. It's just impressive to me that you can have the means but choose to live a very, very simple life. And that's on a very grand scale, but I think we can all make that decision even if we don't have $73 billion of net worth. It's kind of an iconic person in history, and I don't know, I'm just looking forward to being a part of that. Item number 2. So I'm working on a ton of great stuff. Well, at least what I think is great stuff. Right now, YouTube is the most exciting platform for me. I'm having so much fun making videos, and I just want to make more. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a big focus into creating videos as opposed to writing as much. So here's what I'm thinking. Firstly, I want to launch an interview series. It's going to take a lot more work from me, but I really want to share videos and interviews from people that are choosing to live intentional lives. I'm excited to start the project, and I don't know exactly how it's going to go because I don't have a lot of experience shooting interviews and preparing that kind of video. So it's going to be a major experiment for me, and I hope you'll work with me and give me feedback on the videos as they come out because I want them to be really good, and I want to get better and better with time as I shoot them. In addition to the interview videos, I've got 3 videos that have been specifically requested for me to make. So the first video is going to be a breakdown of how I make my own videos. I'll talk about lighting and how I generally set things up. Not that lighting is as important as content, but I'll just talk through what I'm doing. So that's gonna be one video. I'm gonna do a 50 facts about me video, which will be slightly random and hopefully entertaining for you. And then I'll also be introducing my wife, Amy, in her own video. It may be one of the interview videos if I can work it out with her to do that. Otherwise, we'll just shoot a video together, but that's coming up as well. So finally, I want to share some of the things that I've been thinking about in terms of the future direction of Break the Twitch. Break the Twitch has always been about minimalism and living with less, decluttering our lives, and living in alignment with our values. And as I've kind of transitioned, I've focused less on decluttering and more on implementing daily action to live the life we want to live. How we spend our days is how we spend our lives. It's an Annie Dillard quote that I refer back to often. And I really think that as we build up the daily actions that make sense to us and that are really important to us, like meditating, spending time with family, reading, being active, doing different things that we really want to spend our lives doing, it's really good. And when we build up that foundation, we can accomplish so much more and we really get into a groove of living in an aligned way. So that kind of leaves me with 2 big categories. One is decluttering, and I'm kind of calling that unload. Unloading the heavy things in your life, unloading the different things that are holding you down or the things that might be trapping you, like debt, too much stuff, consumerism, just financial things that might be feeling heavy that are requiring you to pay money that you don't want to pay towards that thing. So that's the first phase, decluttering, unloading. And then the second phase is all about building. So I'm calling it build. You've got unload and then build. Building is about implementing daily action into your life. It's about building up the good habits and the good routines in your life that will allow you to accomplish what you want. And so here's what I'm thinking now for the third and ideally final category. I want to call it elevate, because I've been able to travel a lot more because I've learned certain things about traveling that make it much less expensive, especially minimalist traveling or traveling with just one backpack. I really want to share my ideas and thoughts around products that I really like. I've always been conflicted because I feel like I don't want to recommend products because I don't want people to buy products that they don't really need. But the reality is, there are things that truly make my life better. My Tortuga Air backpack is really great, and Amy loves her Tom Bin backpack as well. They do wonderful things for us, and through some travel hacking and just through books that I get and different things that I've read, they really enhance my life. So I want to share those things as well. So I'm calling that concept Elevate. Once you have the foundation of daily action and you're building up the habits, elevate your game to the next level using the different things that can really help. If that makes sense, and if that is something that you're interested in, please let me know as well. My overall goal is to create a holistic approach to breaking the twitch, to living more intentionally. And so that means decluttering, building up a foundation of intentional habits, and then things that might enhance your experience, like a great backpack or a really good book. So that's the format that I'm thinking of approaching from here on out, and I'd love to hear if that makes sense to you. I know I've asked a lot of questions in this video, but what's most important is that the things that I'm creating, I would create anyway, but I also want to make them for you, and so it all makes sense and really comes together. So that's where I'm headed with Break the Twitch, and I'd love to know what you think about it. As always, thank you for your time, your attention, and I'll talk to you soon. Some of you in the last video for the Q&A requested some really great